Baldwin Kids Podcast, a space dedicated to discussing current events, mental health, and nerdy pursuits. I am the harmonized K.
And I'm the shea-buttered Vesta. I had an adjective that time, you guys.
Ooh.
Wow.
Ooh.
I almost said pulp-free, but I forgot I had an adjective. Because I'm smooth and creamy.
Is that what they call it?
Wow. you big, fat, white, nasty, smelling fat bitch. I love Vincent Price and Thriller.
Well, I mean, it is almost Halloween. Isn't that next week?
Spoopy Land. Oh, wow. No. It's the start of, like, next week, isn't it?
Yeah.
Or the start of the week of that week. Start of the week after next week.
Sure.
I'm not mistaken, because it's the 20th. It's 11 days from now.
Mm-hmm.
What day is that? Wait. What?
You know what?
What? Hold on. This is going to drive me crazy. I thought it was on a
hold,
Thursday.
Hold, please.
Yeah, it is on a Thursday. Yeah.
Halloween is on a Thursday?
It's next Thursday.
Okay. So,
Boo,
hey,
bitch.
y'all. How's it going?
Boo,
What's
bitch.
going on? Hey, girls. How you doing? Okay. Wow, bitch. All right, so you know what?
So Kay moved.
So yeah, I know. I'm sure some of y'all who follow the Facebook page, which y'all should do if you're not already. But for those of us who were following the Facebook page, you saw that we posted that last week we weren't going to have an episode because your girl right here was moving. And my God, in every heaven and hell, oh Jesus, my knee still hurts. My body still hurts. I am ready. I am so ready to be done.
Yeah.
And I think we'll actually be talking about moving for our mental health section, but good God, your girl is tired. Tiredt. But I suppose, and because, I've been moving, I haven't really had time to put the actual outline together. I've got all the material, but the fact of the matter is that we're going to be kind of winging it just a bit.
Yeah.
So, bear with us as we scroll up and down our log of articles and such.
Yeah.
So, I suppose we can start off with our, do we want to keep the rapid fire first?
Do we even what? We don't even have it organized.
Okay, fine, bitch. Okay, so let's see. Anita's tax returns have been, it's a
Requested, demanded.
A federal judge has ruled that he must hand over 8 years of tax returns. Period. Period. You are turning these over. Period.
Oh, I hate that video. Y'all are going to jail.
Period.
Who is that? Ricky Thompson? No, that's the skinny one.
That is not Ricky T.
That's the skinny one.
Skinny one with 8 miles of legs.
Yeah.
Like, why is he all leg?
Why aren't you all leg is the real question.
Leg so hot.
Right.
Hot leg.
Yeah.
Leg so hot you fry an egg.
Who is that? Anyway, I got real tired of them. They were really loud on Instagram, like a lot.
And you don't like loud, so
I don't like. Not to knock how amazing and hilarious he is, because he is. But I was just like, it's a little too loud for me.
Doing too much.
Yeah. I mean, I do a lot too, but I do a lot very silently.
You do a lot very quietly, Blue.
Yeah.
Over here with that, I like to try energy. Anyway, so another
Runneth up, bitch.
What?
Runneth up, bitch.
Let's see, what else quick and fast has been happening? Jane Fonda got arrested for on the steps of the Capitol building for protesting for climate change.
Jane Fonda?
Jane Fonda.
Workout mama?
I think so, in her, 80s.
Come on, Jane.
Was like, I may not be here for much longer, but god damn it, there are young people who are planning on being on this planet for a while. Let's keep it
Yeah,
going.
the Jane Fonda. Oh, I thought Jane Fonda was a workout lady.
Yeah, she is a whole octogenarian at 81 years old.
You better work, bitch.
And got arrested in her bright red knee-length wool coat.
She came out here like, yes, hello. She got her thought. Come on, mama.
Why does she look like Charlize Theron's mom right now?
She does. Like dead on.
Let's see. Well, we're not going to talk about. You know what? That was the one thing I was planning on ranting about later.
Cool.
We're going to rant about Tatiana Johnson.
Who that?
May she rest in peace. Texas, part 2. More bullshit.
Oh.
There you go.
Yeah.
The cop with the lopsided face was like, I'm just going to shoot. Anyway, let's just move on to our actual segment, our podcast segmentata.
No.
Bitch.
No.
I am referencing an old Roman type of armor called the Lorica segmentata that I've had to deal with at work. So,
I'm sorry. Who?
bitch. Okay. So do we want to let's okay, jumping right into the political bits. First and foremost, let us give a quick rest in peace out to Elijah Cummings, who won for some reason. For a split second when I saw him, I'm like, why is my granny still alive? No, seriously. If I found a picture of my great grandma, all he needs is a gray wig. And that's no shade because he's amazing.
Right.
It was just that split second of
What? Oh.
Yeah, but no.
What the goddamn?
Apparently, his wife is actually planning on running to fill his spot.
Go on. I'm here for that.
Because, I mean, honestly, black women are undefeated, so let's just leave it at that. Speaking of black women being undefeated, and yeah, we're going to be bouncing around a bit, y'all, because like I said, you know...
Organization, who?
No, actually, no, I'm going to save this for our later section.
Oh, okay, let.
Let's see. Oh, Mercedes-Benz is getting sued for discrimination and overcharging black people. Are we surprised?
Is that not old news?
Is it? Was I in such a hurry to pull this up that I didn't pay attention to the date?
Like, I remember that being a thing a minute ago.
No.
Really?
Published October 9th, 2019.
Oh, okay, well, in that case.
Oh, and of fucking course it's in Indiana.
Are we surprised?
Indiana is the south of the north.
Indiana is the south of the north, east, west, north, south, west, east, south, west, north.
BA select start. In Lafayette, Indiana, a former sales manager at a Mercedes-Benz dealership in Lafayette is now suing the business for racial discrimination. A lawsuit filed against his former employer alleges he was fired in retaliation for complaining about the owner's repeated use of the N-word, including boasting about systematically overcharging African-American customers for vehicles, referring to it as nigger scalping. According to the attorney, their client immediately took offense and reported it to Mercedes-Benz of North America. However, after reporting the racial slurs, the complaint alleges he was fired for insubordination. According to the lawsuit, Jeffrey Turner had been subjected to a hostile work environment because of his race. His race was a subject of unwelcome verbal harassment. Ooh. Let's just skip that sentence. He was also a target for anger over unrelated racial issues, the attorney states in a press release. So, are we going to stop flexing with Benzes or nah?
I never like I don't like most nice cars. I don't.
Like, the nicest
I
car...
want to drive a funeral hearse, girl. Like, that's how...
Oh, bitch! You should have seen this hearse that I saw when I was leaving Home Depot the other day.
Which one?
It was obviously a regular hearse, but you know how they have like that weird swoop going on in the back?
Yeah.
This guy customized it so that it looked like two bones fitted together to be part of the swoop. And he looked like the kind of guy to drive a hearse, you know, shaved bald head, beard down to his nipples, stocky, about 5'8".
I want to drive a hearse. I want it to be hot pink, though. Hot pink, electric blue under lights, and then Anytime I honk the horn, it's a Gem in the Hologram scene song.
What in the I'm a Barbie ghoul?
I'm a Barley girl, boo, in a Barbie world. Okay, but real quick, while you were reading that article, when I gasped and then you just kept going on, it was like that video of whatever that news report was, where the guy did something and fell over, and then the girl immediately continued the next story. Did you ever see that?
I need
That's
to
one
see
of
that
the
on our break.
funniest videos ever. Okay. But yeah, really though, Mercedes.
Girl.
I mean, things that were made by white people for rich white people, they're gonna discriminate against black people or people of color somehow. There are before the social experiments became scripted on YouTube. There was the ones where like the guys would walk up street clothes to a dealership, and they wouldn't. The people selling wouldn't even attempt to sell to them, and then they would go to their super nice fucking Maserati and then drive off, and the salesperson looks stupid at the end of it. But,
Face crack.
right. Like, I knew they were, like, after a while they were scripted ones, and I didn't like that too much, but I've seen a couple of them that done that. And I kind of attest to the fact that if it's made by white people, mainly for rich white people, it ain't never gonna be for us. Here's to you, Gucci, Louis, Prada,
Gucci,
Coach,
Louis,
Catch.
Fendi, and that Prada.
Yeah, Coach, Catch, Gucci, with all those. None of those are for black people.
Also,
Nikes.
Just putting this out there. Sometimes things that are more expensive are worse.
Yeah, really though. Like, I look at some of the bags and shit that Gucci puts out because I have a mother that wears Gucci, y'all. Listen. Okay. And I've been to Rodeo Drive in Beverly Hills far too many times to count, and it's uncomfortable to be there. And they look boring. Like, it looks like I could make that with a glue gun and staples. And you throw the Gucci tag on,
Well, I
and
mean,
all of a sudden it's $7,000.
You're not a starving Indonesian child, so.
Anyway, fuck Mercedes and most nice cars. Go on.
Moving on to more about Anita, or I guess his new.
Do we have to?
Not directly about him and his bad tan. It's Mulvaney, whoever this new bitch is that is Sarah Huckabee Sanders' replacement, who was patient zero for the zombie apocalypse. Sean Spicer.
Mulvaney.
What?
I just pictured a ball sack with a blonde wig going up to the podium to announce that they're wrong.
Close. Ball sack with a brown wig and glasses.
Aw, damn. Not another blonde one this time. All right.
I mean, none of them. Spicer was the closest of being blonde. He was too busy being patient zero for the zombie apocalypse. Have you looked at that man?
No, I don't think he has either.
Ooh. No, like he looks like the type that he got bit by a zombie and just trying to hide it.
Ooh, I love The Walking Dead. But yeah, okay, cool, great. What should you do?
So let me just read the title of this, which I may start to stop using the Washington Post as much, and you'll hear why with the next article.
Cool.
Get over it. Mulvaney's twin missions put Trump at the center of emoluments and Ukraine controversies.
Does the headline just say "Get over it"?
Yep. No, that was quoting him.
Oh, I'm about to say. I'm like, Washington Post. What in the goddamn?
First came the lengthy infomercial touting President Trump. I can't say that phrase without gagging slightly.
What?
Anyway, first came the lengthy infomercial touting President Anita's private golf resort in Florida as far and away the best site in the country to host next year's Group of Seven Summit of World Leaders. Then an admission. Anita did, in fact, withhold aid to Ukraine because he wanted the government to investigate Democrats.
Okay.
What is up with all these Republicans not being able to win fairly? Like, the gag...
I mean, fuck both of the parties.
But the gag is, the biggest gag of them all, is that, like, if a Republican lined up with my values enough, I would probably vote for them. You have to be a decent person and a decent politician to get my vote. Meanwhile, all these Republican bitches are like, so we're going to redraw district lines. We're going to ask...
Yeah, we're going to redraw the district lines. We're going to get rid of...
We're going to get rid of Sunday voting. We're going to ask for help from other countries, blah, 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 because we're terrible people and can't win without assistance.
Well, not only that, but I ain't got nowhere to go with it. I was about to just say fuck the government with silicone lubricant.
Oh, but I can't wait to see what comes of this, though. Listen to this paragraph from this article, though.
Cool.
For 39 minutes on Thursday, White House Acting Chief of Staff Mick Mulvaney turned the press briefing room into a sort of confession chamber, openly admitting to several acts that could deepen the... openly admitting to several acts that could deepen the legal predicament for the president. Anita is facing an impeachment inquiry into whether he has abused his office for personal and political gain. Mulvaney's retort to those charges came in a three-word mantra that now forms the central theme of the White House for impeachment
Get
response.
over it.
Get over it! Girl.
Okay.
Like, y'all are so... Like, and I love that people
Y'all are literally children.
I love that people keep trying to bring up Bill Clinton and stuff like this when the man got impeached for getting some head in the office.
Right? It's like,
And I'm like... So
amongst
he wanted,
other things.
but
I think
like that was the main
that was
thing.
the biggest
That was the main
yeah.
thing, and I'm over here like, so it's illegal to want a nut?
Right. Wasn't it like, it was against rules or something though? Something like that.
Okay.
Whatever.
Meanwhile, this is literal
yeah.
treason.
Yeah.
Getting a nut is not treason.
Right. Like, yeah, y'all impeached Bill Clinton. Impeached Bill Clinton for breaking some rules, but y'all are just defending treason.
Yeah.
Anyway, bye, girl. Enough of the Washington. Next.
Enough of her. So, this is why I may be starting to migrate away from the Washington Post as a source for our articles and such.
Cool.
Because while it is nice, and I'm not exactly here for constantly getting information from Talcum X, no comment.
No, I'm just used to his name being that by now.
What about
Go on.
Okay, fine. W.E.B. de blank.
That's
Martin Luther Cream.
I need needs to be more monosyllabic.
Nelson Mandela.
Talcum X is fine. Talcum X is fine. Go on.
Hewlett P. Newton.
So anyway, thanks you guys for coming back to the 50th episode, 51st episode of the Ball and Kiss podcast. All right. So, why are you not using the Washington Post?
Punitive taxes on billionaires are bad politics, bad economics, and just plain unfair.
It's not in the opinion section.
This is in the perspective section. In the
Oh,
business
that's
area.
bad. That is a sole opinion.
You want to know what the biggest another gag?
But the gag is
Stop! I'm turning into Kiki Palmer over here. Anyway,
as if you haven't been Kiki Palmer for the past 43 episodes. Go on.
I was afraid that was the wrong
flying
button.
and just and out of the room. Yeah. Anyway, what?
So, guess who owns the Washington Post now?
Who?
Someone who needs a comfy seat on the guillotine.
Who?
Jeff Bezos,
Who?
the owner of Amazon.
Who?
I'm sorry. Who?
Right. All right. So, anything else you're going to talk about today?
Well, that's just my main reason for wanting to like start moving away from the Washington Post and start getting more grassroots and in-person, sources.
Yeah.
Because the people directly involved with these things are going to be a lot more tuned in and not looking out for their own interests financially. Jeffrey
Bazoosa oblongata.
Bazoosa Oblongata. I cannot stand you.
I've been changed.
Because the angels in heaven praise you,
Lord.
Okay, so I guess we're gonna move to our next section.
Yeah.
Now that we're done with Democrats and Bloodlickin.
Yeah.
We're going to move on to our Around the World.
Around the world.
Y'all have no, there was a cut there, and y'all don't realize how long it took me to get that together.
Sorry for those random technical difficulties.
Yeah, okay, so we might have just had a really abrupt cut. I do cut sometimes in here, just to let y'all know, and don't, like, if we ever recorded live and we fucked up, that would just be in there.
Yeah.
Just not gonna lie. But I don't stand for that in my Caucasian editing software. So there's a gap there where I had to get the sound right, and if I press the wrong button, it just starts looping silence. Anyway, around the world section, what are we talking about?
Hong Kong. There are so many protests and issues
That
and
we're
things.
not going to be hearing about for the next 50 years because it's a communist country that has their problems.
I don't know about that.
I mean, Tiananmen Square. Well, their own people won't hear about it in the next generation from now.
Let me actually pull this damn article up because, like,
So while you do that, y'all, I'm glad I missed out on going to China with my family recently. Because I didn't realize, like, it didn't really cross my mind that China's still a communist country. I'm like, ooh, that would have been bad for me to go anyway.
you say that like communism's a bad thing.
No, it's just, it's like Soviet Russia, communist country. Like, they're like that about it in China.
Don't mind me just randomly thinking of Ruskaya.
Yeah, sorry.
That
But
Russian scout band.
I didn't mean to shit on communism, but I mean, there's another name for that kind of communism. Radical communism? I don't fucking know. But anyway, they're it's real creepy over there.
Hard right communism.
Yeah. Like, it's real scary to go there. Like, you gotta show your passport literally if you go to a store or a shop, you gotta show your passport to buy from there. If you go to a hotel, you gotta show your passport to check in and check out. If you go to a restaurant, you gotta show your passport and your ID. If you do anything, you get in a cab, you show your passport in some places. So they need to know exactly where you are 24/7 while you're in their country. Like, it's that scary.
Yike.
Yeah, so though it wouldn't surprise me because they also don't acknowledge that the Tiananmen Square protests happened. Like, as in their history, it doesn't exist.
Huh, interesting.
So
I wonder where they got that idea from. Fascinating. I wonder.
bitch,
Interesting. Fascinating.
fascinating, alluring,
Scintillating.
titillating. Anyway, so you got the article up now, so let's.
So, apparently, all these companies are like have their balls in a vice by China, because Apple took an app off the store that had been commonly used by the protesters,
Right.
which
Unsurprising.
yeah, because it quote allows users to evade law enforcement,
Yeah.
according to the developers.
Yeah.
Okay, but one, ACAB, but two, yeah, it's just
Kind of creepy, isn't it?
here we go. We have learned that an app, HKMap.live, has been used in ways that endanger law enforcement and residents in Hong Kong, Apple said in a statement. Many concerned customers in Hong Kong have contacted us about this app, and we immediately began investigating it. Okay.
Cool.
Yeah, we love suppressing
We
protesters.
love bootlicking.
Ooh, how does that boot taste? Is it patent leather or is it top grain?
Or is it pleather?
Oof. Is that vegan bullshit? Is it vegan? Is it?
But yeah, I was gonna say something about that right before you said that too. That was hilarious. They block a lot of apps in China.
Which I kind of expect.
You can't use Facebook. You
I
can't
know.
use Instagram. You can't use.
They have their
Snapchat.
own versions.
Right, and then you can't use Uber. They have their own. And I'm like, it doesn't surprise me that they would have their own where they can literally monitor everything you do.
The app, it said, has been used to target and ambush police, threaten public safety, and criminals have used it to victimize residents in areas where they know there is no law enforcement.
Doubt it.
Doubt it. Sidebar, I saw a GIF floating around on Facebook of somebody, like, coming in like Liu Kang off screen, bah! Boom! And kicks this cop straight in the neck. Because that cop looked like he was trying to arrest a protester.
I've seen that. That was good. I love Fei Long from Street Fighter.
Liu Kang would have been first.
Fei Long.
Fei Long is not older than Liu
Fei
Kang.
Long.
Bitch, do we need to investigate this during the break?
I'm not arguing who's older. I'm arguing who's better.
If this isn't a better or worse, this is a who came first.
Okay, well,
Just like how Dolly
regardless-
Parton's version of I Will Always Love You came first, but Whitney Houston is clearly superior.
Right, just like Fei Long and Liu Kang. Liu Kang was first, sure, but Fei Long's better. Anyway, go on. We can argue about this in the nerd section,
blueprint,
how
the
wrong you
reprint.
are. Go on.
Anyway, yeah, just honestly, I by default support protesters.
Most of the time, I support processors.
Because
Yes.
more often than not, they're trying to fuck with the status quo that's almost always skewed towards rich Eurocentric ideals and values, and fuck both of those.
Yup.
But yeah,
Fuck them.
fuck them.
Fuck your chicken strips.
Fuck your Euro trash.
Fuck your Euro trash.
Also,
Buttons.
I said also, bitch.
Also buttons.
Rwanda has just released the first smartphone made entirely in Africa.
God fucking damn it. That's the button I was getting ready to press.
It's because I beat you to it. Yes, Rwanda's Mara Group has grand ambitions. The company hopes to turn Rwanda into a regional tech hub, move ad. And it just... An ad popped up while I was reading it.
Oh, he said, I didn't know what happened there. It sounded like a Tourette spike.
Yeah, shall I say advert instead? Anyway. This week, the company released 2 smartphones, earning Mara Group the title of the first smartphone manufacturer in Africa.
Lit.
I'm here for it, and I kind of want one. The Mara X and the Mara Z are the first made in Africa models. The X has 16 gigs of storage.
Ooh.
Retails for, guess how much?
$40.
Be realistic.
Oh, you said smartphone, right?
Yeah.
Just kidding. A couple hundred.
130.
Oh, wow.
The Mara Z, or Z, I guess they would say, because I think we're like the only country that says Z instead of Z. Anyway, the Mara Z model is 32 gigs of storage, retails for, you want to get
It's 200 something.
close, 190.
Oh, okay.
I kind of want one. Both run on Google's Android operating system.
Oh,
While the
I'm already
com-
here for it.
While the company admits they are a little more expensive than other options, oh honey,
What?
like the popular Techno brand phones made by a Chinese-owned company, they hope customers are willing to pay a bit more for quality and made-in-Africa pride.
Quality.
I'm here for the shade.
It's just like, we hope you pay for quality and not an iPhone.
Also known as no. You know what the thing is? Apple. I've decided this. Apple is not a phone company. They are an art company that makes electronics, makes art projects designed as or disguised as electronics. That's why Apple stuff, like I will, for aesthetic purposes, I will forever stand. Apple stuff always looks amazing. It always looks
It does?
sleek. It always looks bit. It looks sleek. It looks sharp. It looks clear.
Wow, no, I wouldn't attribute any of those adjectives to Apple.
I'm
Done, tired, overused, boring.
Oh yeah,
basic.
I will gladly say that they
Caucasian.
haven't been innovative since Jobs died.
Slow. So anyway,
But anyway, like if anybody has any hookups to the Mara Z model,
Please.
let me know because I will gladly walk around with a phone made in Africa whose ringtone is just.
I'll suck your dick. Anyway,
Bitch.
so is there anything else you want to talk about?
Let me see if there's anything else going on around the world. What?
Running about 30 minutes. So is there anything else you want to talk about?
No, in that case, we can move on to our palette fiancé, Giselle Knowles Carter. Which, first of all,
I am the novelist, Muslim Kunjiba. I am the.
so speaking of that, we can give some big props out to one of our favorite 4'10" brown skinned girls, Simone Biles,
Oh, thank you. I was like,
who is the greatest gymnast. Period.
PERIODT.
And the thing is, she's not even trying to do a humble brag about it. She's over here like, I say that I'm the greatest because it is proven on paper. That's not. We stand. She is the most decorated gymnast to ever gymnast.
I don't have to lie. It's been written.
Exactly. And I'm over here like, yes. Embrace your greatness, madam. Embrace your ability to break physics.
Yup.
Like, these other girls could never.
Never.
Ever.
Never, never, forever, ever. Never.
We've decided to stand. She gave us no other choice. Because, like, the fact that she was like, the proof is on paper. Like, I'm not being a braggart or anything by saying that I'm the greatest. I am literally, objectively, the greatest gymnast to exist.
Period.
Die
Question.
mad about it.
Yeah, period, comma.
Let's see. We have a. Let's see. What's this guy's name? Because. Ooh. So there was a kind of record set for a marathon on October 12th. Mm-hmm. And I say a kind of record because, well, the guy did run the marathon in just under 2 hours.
Hey.
It doesn't count as a record.
Oh.
You know why?
Why?
There's too many. It's, for lack of a better phrase, he ran that on easy mode.
Oh.
Like
okay.
they planned out the route to be as flat as possible. Mm-hmm. They had people running in front of him in like a flying V formation for geese to reduce drag on him. Mm-hmm. They planned the weather. They followed the weather patterns and went on the best day possible. What else? He is a, quote, soft-spoken 34-year-old Kenyan who dulls the pain of distance running by smiling mid-competition, and has repeatedly equated his feat to reaching the moon. His name, I will try my best, Eliud Kipchoge. Mm-hmm. Like, if I brutalize that, I wholeheartedly apologize. Because, honestly, I stand. Let's see. It's akin to getting on the moon, running a sub 4-minute mile.
Hey.
But I'm trying to see. It was so heavily engineered that it can't count as a world record. For it to be a world record, would have had to have been like in an actual marathon, without, which like I get.
All right, girl. All right.
But the thing is, it's like, you know how they like don't allow shark suits for Olympic swim meets, for example. Because that specifically gives you an edge. It's the exact same thing.
All right. Okay.
He ripped through each mile of his run in about 4.5 minutes.
I wish.
Let's see. Here. To sustain this blistering pace, he ran under conditions that had been painstakingly and exclusively arranged to push him beyond the 2-hour barrier. Let's see. It was him, joined by a rotating phalanx of pace setters, rocketing along the pavement against the clock. The planning that went into the event, blah, 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 fantasy of perfectionism, scouted out a 6-mile circuit. So he didn't run like from A to B. It was A. Anyway. Along the Danube River that was flat, straight, and close to sea level. Parts of the road were marked with the fastest possible route, and the car guided the runners by projecting its own disco-like laser in front of them to show the correct pace.
I had a horrible joke in my head just now. Solely because you said flat, straight, and close to sea level. I'm none of those things.
Thick, gay, and above all of this bullshit.
Yes.
He himself came equipped with an updated, still unreleased version of Nike's Vaporfly shoes, which research appears to confirm it lowers marathoners' times. He had unfettered access to his favorite carb-rich drink, courtesy of a cyclist who rode alongside the group.
Right.
So he basically ran this on easy mode, but he still ran 26.2 miles in under 2 hours. Mm-hmm. And the event time was scheduled within an 8-day window to ensure the best possible weather. Like I said,
Cool.
I stand, but I also understand why it's not being hailed as an actual official world record, because it was so heavily engineered that it wouldn't be possible to be repeated without, engineering. For now. Let's see.
All right, cool. Musical break time.
Okay, fine, bitch.
Because we're running about 35 minutes. Too long.
Bitch,
so the first song is called Night. It's by me. And it's kind of, wow, it's been like a year and a half since I've made this.
All right.
Wow. Okay, yeah, enjoy it.
Yeah, y'all know the drill. Get into it, get your life, and we'll be back. And welcome back. Vesta decided to be a bitch and start recording earlier than I was expecting him to.
Yup.
In T-Way. So we are moving on to our mental health section. So, as always, I will start with my disclaimer. Vesta and I are two loudmouths with some recording software, some mics, and a touch of experience about navigating towards better mental health. We talk about these things to do our part to combat the stigma around them. We are not mental health professionals in any way, shape, or form, so please, please, please take what we say with a whole Subaru Baja of salt.
A what? The fuck is
Wait,
that?
was that Subaru or was that Saturn? I don't know. I don't cars. It was a very ill.
All right. So anyway,
I don't remember if it was Saturn or Subaru, but it was a very ill-advised like SUV but also pickup truck combo. I know you're too gay for that.
I don't.
So anyway, we are going to be talking about moving and new beginnings, which woo. So I moved. If that says anything about how I feel about moving, I hate moving. I hate it. 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 Let's see. Since moving back up to the vicinity after I moved out from my I don't want to call it a foster home, but close enough. Like they helped me out and didn't charge me rent.
Yeah.
But I moved out after living there for 10 months. When I moved out, I moved in with my dad, and then I moved out from my dad and moved in with what's the word? This miserable old queen. And then moved in with a theater compatriot of mine, and then tried moving back in with that miserable old queen for all of 5 seconds, who tried to overcharge me on rent, but whatever. Then from there, I moved to Joliet, which is a southwestern suburb of Chicagoland, for those who don't know, with a former football teammate who turned out to be an absolute piece of shit juggalo. Did I ever tell you about that?
Ju-
So, short version, the end of us living together was because he decided that him burning effectively 3 weeks of pay to go, and his words, not mine, fuck fat chicks in the woods, because he wanted to go to the gathering of the juggalos. So he took a check and a week off from work and was like, you guys figure out how to pay rent, bye. So me and my roommate at the time were like, oh, so we're going to go apartment hunting and find somewhere new to live because fuck this noise. And it started getting petty. And then we ended up moving out while he was gone, at the aforementioned woods orgy. And then I come back about a week later after he returned and we were already moved out to get the last of my stuff. And he hadn't paid any bills. The water had been shut off. The lights had been shut off. The everything. He was just eating these sad sandwiches with this girl he'd been sleeping with. By candlelight because it was starting to get dark and they had no sources of light. And I'm just like, look at that. But anyway, but then moved from there, moved up to my place in my old place in Aurora, and then moved further north. But I'm not going to say which suburb I moved to because y'all don't need to know that. You know what? I'll come up with something. But anyway, you know what? I'll say moved up to Hoffman Estates because otherwise it's going to bother me, and I'm sure it's going to bother other people. I'll tell you off the air. But I moved up there, and the move was extremely stressful. Between my weight gain and stress and going up and down stairs a lot, like the stress alone was throwing my eating habits out of whack, which was throwing my weight even further out of whack. But the stress and just going up and down stairs, starting, let me see, today's the 20th. I've been going up and downstairs moving stuff for a smooth 12 days. My body is tired. Like, had I had the ability, I would have had a moving company do it. But I moved and I'm trying to be less stressed about this new living situation. There's a part of me that is thoroughly enjoying the fact that my commute to work is now a smooth 12 minutes
A
compared to my hour previously. Like that was oof. It was bad. It was real bad. But I'm at the point now where I'm trying to decompress from all the moving, and I'm trying. I don't know why, but like I've been having weirdly depressive days lately after the move, and I don't know if it's just from like my brain going into a slump after all the tumult and chaos or something else. But that's kind of where I am right now. How about you, Vesta Dwalin? How you how you
moving is
doing?
garbage. I hate it, and I hate having to talk about it, but it's fine. Um, moving sucks. I hate it. I've moved 4 times in the past, maybe 6 years, maybe 5, and I hate it. I'd rather not have to move, but I don't know. I have a lot of ill opinions about moving. Because you lose every, like, depending, in my case, I moved too far. And I, like, couple hundred miles to 1,000, and then another 20 something miles away. So, uprooting and rerouting and uprooting and rerouting, and I hate it.
You're
And,
over here like
and,
Angela Merton or whatever her name is,
who?
Alice Merton. I got no roots, but my home's You don't know that song?
I've never heard that song.
So I'm gonna play it for you during our break.
Lit. But yeah, moving sucks.
Though I am side eyeing her use of a slur in that song.
Lit. Alright. Yeah, I don't have much to say about this one because it's garbage all around usually. Yeah, all this gung ho shit about new beginning. Yeah, fuck it. It's garbage. I hate it.
See,
The
that's
end.
that's where we differ, honestly, because I'm treating this as a new beginning. It's a new roommate in a new place in a completely different setup. I have a cat to contend with now because my roommate has their cat with them, and I've been trying to keep said cat out of my room. And said cat does not like having boundaries placed upon him.
Yeah, it's like he doesn't allow any. Yeah, nope.
Like, should I play that video?
Probably not.
Why not? It's funny.
Yeah. But yeah, moving and stuff. I don't have very good opinions about moving.
Do you want me to take over this one then? Okay, White Diamond.
Good.
You over here like, has moving always been so trash?
Garbage. Basically.
So I'm trying this whole new beginnings thing with moving, which some people see it as hokey, but I've been making a lot of changes lately, and I think this one is going to like propel more changes for me. Case in point, I elected to not have actually elected to have my TV that was in my bedroom at my old place be the TV in the living room, so I don't have a TV in my room now, or not like one that I can have Netflix and my PS4 and stuff on. I've got this old flat screen TV that I had when I was at my call center job set up there. And by set up, I mean it's just sitting there with the cord and the remote in front of it. I haven't hooked up anything to it because I don't have anything to hook to it. So effectively, it's just sitting there. So it doesn't really count. Ooh. But I'm using this as an excuse to change my eating habits. My roommate is very much health nut, even if they don't want to like claim the title of being a health nut. Like at one point at work, they told me because well, anyway. But at one point, I'm like, "Hey, can you grab me an Arizona? Your girl is thirsty. Your girl is thirsty." But instead of getting me an Arizona, they got me an unsweetened black tea. Which the thing is, I like unsweetened black tea. I just really wanted a green tea at the time. Also because it was, a good 10 ounces bigger, and your girl is thirsty.
Right.
But, I'm like, okay, fewer calories. This is probably a better choice anyway. But, like, I've been pretty much eating nothing but salmon burgers and veggies since actually living there and settling down and getting some of the cooking stuff out. I've been trying to avoid fast food a lot more, which, with the move not being a thing as much and actually having the ability to cook again, is going to be much, 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 much less of an issue. I don't know. I see good things happening. I feel like I'm living with somebody who's going to be a little more supportive. No shade to one of my last roommates, but you know, living with somebody who's going to be more directly supportive. I don't know. I'm oddly optimistic, and I'm not usually an optimist.
You have every right to be optimistic.
What do you mean?
That wasn't shade, but like, I don't know. I don't know. All my experiences with moving have been negative.
The staggering majority of mine have been negative too. Like when my ex and I moved into our apartment in Crest Hill, said ex had like the head cold from hell and could hardly breathe and had a massive headache, and I ended up having to do the majority of the work because he could hardly breathe. And then the move to the place in Aurora wasn't exactly fun either because that was up onto a second floor. And then the move to this place in Hoffman Estates was also bad because it's a third floor. But the view is so pretty.
It's nice.
The view is nice. The apartment's nice. I have my minor complaints about the place, but like I said, I want to try to make this into a new beginning. My roommate and I did some research. We actually found a powerlifting gym 15 minutes from the apartment.
Oh, Lord, here we go.
Ooh, yeah. I have missed the smell of sweat and iron and rubber.
All right, so anyway, musical break time for the second one.
What?
No.
What?
Oh.
What? Wait, bitch. Wait,
Oh,
bitch.
Smelly booty everywhere. Anyway.
Excuse
So.
the black ass fuck out of you. You don't appreciate that, and that's fine.
Appreciate what?
Okay.
Stank?
I said sweat, not stank. There is a difference. There is a difference.
All right, fine. I'll give you that. Fine. You said I missed the sweat. And I was like,
It's
because I could just smell a gym, and it's just like,
there's, like just walking into that gym and hearing the clang of people doing reps. And getting the smell of all the rubber floor mats, the faint hint of chalk and baby powder in the air, and all that floating around, and I'm just like, yes. Like, I've got goosebumps just talking about it. I don't think you understand how excited I am to get back to lifting.
I don't think I can fully relate to it, but yeah, I see you're excited.
because literal goosebumps.
Yeah. I'm like, yeah. So
You just can't wait to see me flip some 500-pound tractor tires.
I can watch anybody's flip fucking tractor tires. That wasn't shade. I mean, yeah, it wasn't shade. It's just like, I'll watch anybody do that shit.
Watch. Ooh, better yet, watch me pull a U-Haul truck 10 yards and then do a shablam and just... I'm working on getting my flexibility back up, too.
God. All right, cool.
All right, so Vesta wants to start this musical break.
Yeah, because we're about an hour in now. So.
Okay, girl, damn.
Next song is "To Your Heart" by me.
I'm upset you didn't bring the outline up on screen.
Yeah,
Cause
passwords.
Because I cracked a joke.
I don't really.
To your heart. I don't know. I thought it was funny at the time.
I thought you were gonna make a Mulan joke. That's what I thought you were going. True to your heart, it must be true to your heart. Oh wow, I was about to say, do you not have culture? Good. Okay, so yeah, To Your Heart. It's a bop. It's kind of slow, so don't die.
And you can, as always, get into it, get your life, and we will be back. And welcome back, guys, gals, and non-binary pals. Bitch, you thought I was asleep. I may not be Normani, but... So,
Buttons.
remind me to punch Zach for that. Ooh, I don't know what the fuck is wrong with me today. Anyway, let's start our nerdy section with, did we talk about the Little Mermaid live thing that's happening?
We talked about it. I don't have much to say about it, so if you have things to say about it.
All I'm gonna say is that Ms. Dana Owens, I just need you to DM me your address so I can send you my edges, because you, as Ursula, just destroyed me, snatched my wig, renewed my follicles, watered my crops. I'm here for it, and having Ali Cravajo as Ariel makes it even better. You know Ali as Moana.
Right.
So, white people are going to be big mad twice over because their fave's getting, recast as a POC and a black person in 2 different productions. What you going to do?
Right.
Because they both have fantastic voices for the part. So, I don't see the problem. Let's see, what else?
Okay, I'm doing Marvel shit.
I was going to mention Dollywood real quick. And
Oh, just kidding.
So, real quick, Dolly Parton is precious and is, for Dollywood, it created a calming room for kids with autism at Dollywood.
Wholesome.
It's the first theme park in the world with a room of its kind.
Wholesome.
And I am here for it. I am forever here for it.
Same.
Anyway,
Marvel shit.
go ahead.
Venom 2.
Oh boy.
Just in case y'all didn't know, there's someone here.
Yeah, we have a silent guest in the background who decided not to be on the show, but that's fine.
Venom 2. All right, so that was pretty much confirmed at the end of the first one. What's his name? Woody Harrelson. Woody Harrelson's
With that
playing
awful
Carnage.
wig.
They better
give him a buzz cut and some spray paint.
Like that. Okay. The fucking animal crackers in my soup wig needed to go. And that's the only thing I didn't like. It looked accurate, and I commend them for that.
But at the same time, girl,
get the animal crackers out of my soup because that is not my Cletus. Anyway.
What's his name again? Don't mind.
Cletus Cassidy is the real name of the serial killer that becomes the host of Carnage.
Gotcha.
Symbiote. Yeah. How they're going to do the origin story since Eddie's not in jail, because the whole origin story of Carnage in the comics was that Eddie Brock and Cletus Cassidy were jailmates, and the symbiote came back to free Eddie out, and as Venom was escaping, a little sliver of symbiote was left behind on the wall. Cletus touches the wall, and it
that'll be
goes
easy.
to him.
The way that they set it up, all they have to do, because at this point, Eddie already. Oh, Venom spoils, y'all.
Yeah, so let's not do that.
No, it's fine. This movie's been out long enough.
Okay.
But Eddie already has the symbiote at this point in time.
Yeah, but he's not in jail. He's not his jailmate.
He's visiting Cletus in jail for interviews. They could periodically keep seeing each other multiple times. And at one point, Eddie can scuff his hand or something on a table or something on the way out.
I doubt it. I doubt that.
That'll be the easiest way to set it up, though.
Yeah, easy doesn't mean good. You know what I mean? They're going to come up with something different. Anyway. But that's not what I care about right now. Shriek, in the comics, is a fellow asylum mate of Carnage who helps him kick off the Maximum Carnage arc. She's in the movie, and she is played by Naomi Harris, Tia Dalma herself from Pirates of the Caribbean.
Oh shit!
And if I'm gonna show Kay because Kay doesn't have this Caucasian comic culture.
I'm not one of those comic girls.
If she don't fuck this shit up, oh, I'm so excited.
She looks like a character you would stand.
I live for Shriek.
She looks like a character you would stand.
She was garbage after a while, but I live for Shriek.
Oh my god. She looks like a goth gem from the holograms.
Man.
She seriously looks like a goth version of Jem.
Y'all don't see me palm clapping right now, but anyway, just I'm hyped.
She looks like if Jem left the holograms and fused up with Death from the Sandman series.
True. Yeah. But anyway, yeah.
And
Shriek is now in it, and I'm
with
excited.
a dash of Domino.
Oh,
I'm sorry. Who?
anyway.
Excuse you. Isn't that Zazie Beetz' character from Deadpool 2?
Yeah, actually.
Okay, are you just being? Oh,
Yeah,
okay,
I was
you're
being petty.
shady.
Deadpool 3 in development will hit theaters in 2022. Cool. Don't really care. Zendaya is going to be MJ in the now confirmed third Spider-Man movie,
Yes.
where someone's gonna fucking die. I can already see it coming. Ant-Man 3 is coming out. Kind of care about that.
Because Paul Rudd minds his own business and it continues to not age very much.
Right.
Because he looks like he just has like some bags under his eyes from Clueless, and that's about it.
Howard the Duck
Is a choice.
is a Marvel character,
Is still a choice.
and it's probably going to be in the MCU because he already was.
Why though?
He was in Guardians of the Galaxy. So yeah.
So the comic series where they put their failed ideas. Got it.
First of all, you overgrown cackling cow. Don't you ever come for the Guardians of the Galaxy like that. Ever. Don't come for Rocket Raccoon, don't come for Groot, don't come for Gamora or Nebula. I will stab you in the throat.
Okay, Groot makes sense as a superhero.
Rocket,
What does Rocket do other than cuss and shoot guns?
be fucking comedic relief, which a lot of people aren't good at, even though they think they are.
Drax is pretty good at comic relief.
Okay, see, but Drax is Batista, so Drax is just hot.
Is that what that is?
Yup. Sure the fuck is. He can, but he's
What
he's LGBTQ friendly and he defends all of that actively and openly.
The actor or the character?
The actor, and probably the character.
Well, the character himself, if I remember correctly, is Filipino.
Drax.
Dave Bautista?
Oh yeah, you're right. Sorry, but yeah. So he can bust his pussy wide open anytime he wants.
Lord. Okay, then what abilities does Gamora have? I know she's a whole alien.
Being that fucking bitch. Being that bitch.
I'm sorry. Who?
And then what does Star-Lord do other than wear an auto...
Okay, yeah, we don't acknowledge, yeah, we don't.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, we don't talk about that one. But yeah, don't you ever. Your garbage ass Soul Calibur characters. Anyway, yeah, right, bitch. Anyway, playing the same game for the past 10-15 years with higher graphics. Okay, cool.
Okay.
So anyway.
Okay, and?
Anyway.
Now watch, I'm gonna go home and make a Koye just so I can have this play. Anytime I get on the play the game.
Nothing interesting Marvel wise. Yeah, nothing else very interesting. Yeah, okay, cool. Let's see if there's any more nerdy shit. I know there was a trailer released for the new Star Wars movie. Don't give a fuck. Because Star Wars should have been dead about 10 years ago.
I'm sorry, who?
Yeah. Let me find some more shit.
Well, while you're finding that, can we talk about how Rihanna was like unambiguously saying, yeah, no, I didn't take the invite for the Super Bowl because they're fucking with my boy
She announced
Kaepernick.
2 albums, reggae and R&B. Let's see.
I cannot wait for them to come out because I'm waiting for some Bajan reggae goodness. I'm also trying to find an excuse to press all of the buttons because I want.
That's what I forgot to mention.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
Are you looking at what I think you're looking at?
All right. So in the new Batman,
in DC world news,
yeah, because I don't even acknowledge DC like that. Robert Pattinson is playing. We talked about this before. He's playing Bruce Wayne in Batman.
Which-
I'm actually here for that.
That's an interesting choice.
I'm actually here for that because he can actually pull something off when he gives good character, when he has a good script and good character to go off.
And he actually wants to be the character, unlike when he was Edward, because he couldn't give a flying red fuck about
Couldn't give a single fuck about that goddamn movie. But
this is gonna be the second British guy to play Batman.
Zoe fucking Kravitz is Selena Kyle, Catwoman herself.
Mm-hmm.
Bark this pussy, bark this pussy, bark this pussy, bark this pussy.
That's what you get, bitch.
Yeah, true. Anyway, yeah, I'm here.
My wig.
I feel like there's. What are the other two buttons?
I don't remember.
Oh, anyway, but yeah. Oh, and all of the
You big fat white nasty smelling fat bitch.
that like to be complaining about how why are they making everybody black?
Yeah,
Me.
someone was just like they're appropriating white culture. I literally.
And
saw
one,
that
we're not
comment
being
today.
serial killers, so we can't be appropriating
just
white
like,
culture.
there's culture.
And two,
Where's that at?
do we need to bring up Miss Eartha Kitt being the best Catwoman? Or at least my favorite.
She's one of my two favorites.
Who's your other?
Michelle Pfeiffer.
Michelle Pfeiffer.
Pfeiffer. Pafu Blabangada.
You know what? We're just gonna keep
Michelle
going.
Blangada.
Michelle Obama got it. I still haven't had a laugh that hard in this show.
Good. I have to mix this shit.
Yeah.
I ain't got time for that again. Not again. But yeah, I'm really here for Zoe being Selena Kyle. Mm-hmm. Because Eartha Kitt, they were not cool about her in the 60s. She had 3 episodes.
That's it?
Eartha had 3 episodes. And then they changed to... So there are 3 actresses in the 60s Batman. There's everybody's favorite drag mama. What is her fucking name?
I don't remember. Julie.
Yeah, Julie Newmar. Everybody's favorite drag mama. And then there was that other bitch who couldn't act. And then there was Eartha Kitt. So Julie was doing something else. Because she was that bitch and she made coin. So Eartha came in. And then they didn't like her or something.
Because she was like
Even
all over
though
everybody.
Eartha was perfect for that. Literally.
She had all the purrs for everything.
The other 2 actors never rolled their R's with the purrs. They always just say purr. They literally did that. I was watching it a while ago. Eartha was the only one who rolled her R's.
That's because Eartha Kitt was that bitch.
And then they replaced her with whoever the other bitch was, who I don't care about. And then they went back to... Yeah, and then they went back to Michelle. Julie. I said Michelle Pfeiffer. Ooh. But, Michelle Pfeiffer, Eartha Kitt. And then the one from the Arkham games and Injustice. She's my favorite, voice actress for Catwoman.
Okay. Is that Grey? I think that's Grey Delisle. I want to say it's Grey Delisle.
Yeah, it is Grey. It is Grey Delisle. Now, if Catwoman's in here... Mm-hmm. Where Poison Ivy at?
Ooh.
Y'all are long overdue.
Can we get...
Having this bit. Uma Thurman is a real gay fantasy. I live for trash. I'm just kidding. Uma Thurman, I love you. That's one of my my favorite campy anything of Poison Ivy ever. Poison Ivy was the shit in that movie, and that was the only part of that movie that was good. But we need to hurry it on.
Who would you want for Poison Ivy?
I don't know. There's so much melanin that could be used to play Poison Ivy. She'd be Siren if she was
melanated.
Yeah, she'd be Siren right.
See, you know who weirdly my mind immediately went to?
Huh?
Lady Gaga.
Oh yeah, you know what? Yeah.
Before you said melanin,
Jazzy Gaga. Mm-hmm. Jazz era Lady Gaga would have been a good Poison Ivy. Mm-hmm. She would have been a good Black Canary too, honestly.
She really would be a good Black Canary.
But everybody always portrays her as young and whatever the fuck, but Lady Gaga would have done a good Black Canary.
My birthday twin. Zendaya just for fun.
No, Zendaya would have also been a good Black Canary.
I still stand for the fact that she auditions for parts that are specifically said to be looking for Caucasian girls. She's like, well, y'all take our roles all the time. I might as well do the same in the opposite.
Right.
And I stand.
Um,
Making ill-informed fanboys mad one role at a time.
I'm trying to think of who else I could see playing Poison Ivy.
Lupita?
No. She's a little too soft to be Poison Ivy.
That's the
and I
point,
know you're
though.
thinking of Us.
No, that's the point, though. She's soft, and then
But I don't
it's just
think
that
she can-
single bar.
Lupita is a goddess. Okay, not to knock her and her acting ability because her duality in Us is legendary. But I don't see her being Poison Ivy.
I honestly could see it.
I could see her being Huntress or Zatanna. Maybe Zatanna.
Ooh, I'm just imagining Lupita in Zatanna's suit,
Right,
like
I
the
can see- I can
classic,
see it as Zatanna.
the tuxedo leotard.
Right.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
But I could just imagine Lupita just being gentle, be like, "Such a shame you weren't
She would
expecting
look like
this."
her character in Black Panther. She has the green outfit on with the red hair. So she would just look like that. That'd be lit. It would be.
Nakia.
Looks-wise. Yeah, thank you. Nakia.
I just love that idea of her being soft and gentle, and yet talking about murdering someone.
Yeah.
And then as she walks away, a
Y'all
single
should
vine
CK
wraps.
acting this out right now.
See a single vine start wrapping around someone's neck and extending. And then there's the occasional flash of anger. I'm here for it.
But I want them to do, if they did do Poison Ivy in the DC movie, they need to do that shit that they had, like with her hair, like they were doing with the Arkham games, where like, she moved and it moved like,
A few seconds behind her.
yeah.
You know who I would love if she were a bit younger? Queen Mother,
Which one?
Angela Bassett.
Actually, you know what? You know what? Yeah.
Like an older version of Poison Ivy.
Yeah. Ooh. Wow, that's, you want to talk about some fish. Angela Bassett get that contour on and be like, hello, bitch. Hello.
Because you know that glare that she can serve.
Oh, she'd sit in her fucking throne and be like, oh, what you got for me now? How are you going to disappoint me today?
Grace Jones, Poison Ivy.
No. Catwoman.
Because no man can turn.
Pussy.
No man can turn.
No man can turn down this pussy.
Yeah.
But to be real, Grace Jones would have fucked that up too.
She really would
She
have.
would have ate that shit up. Honestly, like, there's so many people that could, like, so many melanated, like, actually talented. Ooh. Not to shit on Michelle Pfeiffer, because here's to you, Holly Berry. I know you didn't have a choice in that.
See, I liked the design of that Catwoman.
That's what was so upsetting. Like that outfit when she came out of here with her titties out and them heels on, she was like, "Hello, Janet, who?" It was the low pants. It was the low leather pants with her heels. Like, you know what I'm talking about?
Where like you could only see like the bottom inch of her shoe. You are so gay.
So was that movie. So was that movie. Listen, don't fight with me about that. That's one of the gayest movies. She takes down the head of a fucking makeup line. Her mentor is a lesbian, like a lesbian auntie with cats everywhere. That's a straight up lesbian auntie. Like, but that
Letitia Wright?
is who? I can see as Batgirl.
Yeah.
Not as the villains.
Okay.
The only villain I can see her as is I really need to go down the list of Batman villains again because I'm losing a lot of them. I'm sure I can't think of. I can see Lupita doing Ink.
Yeah.
Lupita could do that because she's got that whole dynamic of I'm feeding my fucking child. However the fuck I'm gonna fucking do it.
What about Zazie Beetz then?
Who? Who's that?
Domino. Look her
Oh
up.
yeah.
For
Who?
to be Poison Ivy.
Let me just go ahead and look at this girl.
Zazie.
Wow.
Zazie.
I know how to spell, huh?
Do you?
That's Poison Ivy?
With
She actually kind of fucked that up.
with
Yeah.
wait. With like flowers in her fro.
Oh, girl. Oh, bitch.
With
oh,
the
bitch,
natural
I'm quivering. Oh, bitch.
with like the natural like blackish brown,
And it
and then it
moved.
comes and
Oh, and it moved.
you are so gay.
Oh, my pussy. Stop. Oh, I would live for that. Oh, Poison Ivy with a fro with flowers in it. I would gag.
I'm honestly here
she
for
would
it.
have a surprise. Watch them like however like be a surprise part of one of these DC movies. And if anybody that I know personally that's listening to this is unlucky enough to see that with me, they will be deaf.
Because you will be screaming and
Yeah, literally.
just
Yeah, that sound in the background that y'all hearing that'd be me, but about 10 times closer. Ooh,
I'm actually
I'm
really
actually
here
in
for
tears.
this. I would say Amara Negra for Poison Ivy, but
I'm sorry. Who?
she's
She's losing it. Along with the hair on her synthetic afro lace front.
but yeah, I'm honestly, the more I think about it, the more I would love to see Zazie Beetz as Poison Ivy.
Oh, wait, hold on. This is new. Suicide Squad.
Or wait,
cast photos?
or instead of the afro like moving around, what if they gave her faux locks that faded from brown to red and had vines and flowers wound into them?
Well, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, what?
Yeah, literally. So
I
was
said,
looking
what
at-
about instead of her fro, have either a twist out or faux locks with vines and flowers intertwined in the
I
hair.
could see that, or it could go either way.
Porque
With,
no
like,
las
the
dos.
natural hair. Oh, she
We
changes
love-
her hair
we
depending on
love-
who the fuck she's talking to.
We love our
That's
hair.
some Uma Thurman realness. That Poison Ivy was like, bitch, I got a club outfit and I got to steal your fucking man outfit. Which one you want tonight?
I got a freedom dress if you need it.
Uma Thurman had so many costumes in that movie for Poison Ivy, and I live for all of them. And I could see our man, M'Baku. Ooh, what's his name? I'm sorry.
Winston Duke.
Thank you. Sorry.
See, now you
Blanking.
forfeit your. You
No,
forfeit.
I don't, because I'm still.
You can't even remember the name.
I can't remember anything right now about
'Cause
thinking
you're still
about
gagging.
this fucking shit. Yeah.
Oh, about the afro, just
Bane
like
or Solomon Grundy?
Solomon Grundy.
Yeah.
If we're gonna be more real, we need. I would love to see.
Hispanic Latino man.
Yes, because Bane was originally canonically Latino. If I remember correctly, he started off as a freaking luchador.
Yeah. Like he could talk. He was a fucking villain. He was like El Chapo, but with steroids.
Yeah, but he
So-
started off as a luchador. What would make me crack up if they had Michael Pena playing him?
Oh shit.
One of my weird crushes.
Yeah, I could see that though.
So I'm trying to think of somebody else just like that would play Bane. I can't think of anyone else.
I can't either. Bane would be a hard one.
Yeah, Bane would be a hard one.
Solomon Grundy, not so much, because all you have to do is fucking recite the Solomon Grundy poem and be,
Born on a
be,
Monday.
be big. Yeah,
Solomon Grundy, born on a Monday, christened on a Tuesday.
something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't remember all of it.
What other villains are we thinking of?
Killed on a Friday, buried on a Saturday,
Something like that.
rose on a Sunday. This is the story of Solomon Grundy.
Yeah.
Or something. I don't remember.
Solomon Grundy.
Solomon. When a range.
Can you imagine in the Arkham games when you start fighting Solomon Grundy and Penguin reveals him and then he just lifts up with that fake ponytail? When a
Don't knock your damn computer over, bitch.
down the sky.
Are you done?
The
Are you done?
I can't think of anyone else I would cast as any of the villains because we still have.
Jonah Hill, who's obviously going to be the Penguin.
Yeah, that's
Though, then again, it kind of depends, because what if he ends up
He's
being...
either gonna be Penguin or Calendar Man. I
Or...
can see them doing either.
Ooh. Plot twist. Harvey Dent.
Ew, Jonah Hill.
That'd be an interesting.
I would set that production on fire.
See, here's
if they
the
did some
thing:
shit like
people
that.
had that same reaction that you're having now to Heath Ledger being the Joker, and then he ends up getting regarded as one of the best
But
people
he
to play
would
the
have.
part.
See, here's the thing, though. It was divided because a lot of us knew Heath Ledger had that talent, and he could do that. We didn't know how well he was about to fucking do that, but we knew he could do it. Jonah Hill, he can't even talk right, let alone act.
Yeah. Meanwhile, you got Heath Ledger coming on the screen like, "You want to know how I got these
Like
scars?"
he came on that fucking screen and ate that shit up from the second he showed up. He was great.
My father was a drinker
I still haven't seen this new Joker. I kind of want to.
and a fiend. Oh, the one with Joaquin Phoenix.
Yeah, because I heard it's actually good when you ignore all the Incelius,
Discipurious. I don't know.
just the Allahamora. Sound like a spell that somebody bust somebody's wide open.
Bitch.
Sibelius Laborious Allahamora.
You just involuntarily right on the floor.
Yeah.
It's like the sit boy of a
Harry
shablam.
Potter- Oh my god. Dip, bitch.
And every time you cast a spell, the wand actually makes the sound.
And it just- Anyway, let us know. I might actually make a post about
A poll? Possibly?
post. Probably. I'm gonna make a post.
Oh.
See people's opinion. Who you would cast as these three characters,
Okay.
and then see what people say. Because I might revisit this next week.
I am getting more and more in love with the idea of Zazie Beetz.
Yeah.
Like, you should, like, download one of these photos and, like, Photoshop, like, the flowers on part of her hair and Photoshop the tips of it to be red and Photoshop her to have a bit of a greenish
I don't know how
tint to
much
her
talent
skin.
you think I got with Photoshop with the tips thing.
I have seen you completely colorize a black and white photo, bitch.
Okay, yeah, that's fair. Okay, I admit I am pretty talented.
Do a share hair flip.
Fine.
Oh. Do a share hair flip.
I can't get no. You remember that video we stumbled upon? Sorry, we're gang. Remember that video we stumbled upon of her at the fucking on that show when the stage came out and the curtains went up and you could just see her abs working for days. I can't get no.
Because Cher had abs.
Cher.
Anyway.
Anyway, I'm done being gay now. It's a lie. But so. Do you have anything else that you would like to talk about on this glorious evening?
I do.
One more thing.
But first off, so I can get this out of my system. And?
No.
Okay, so, yeah, I know what the title of this episode is going to be.
Bang, bang, no.
No, it's going to be pressing all the buttons, baby.
Oh my God, pressing. Ma'am.
That means we're having fun, bitch. Because you spiking the damn mic, too.
Means I have to edit.
You're being loud, too.
Don't forget who runs this fucking program right now. I could just mute you. So what are you ranting about today?
So this bitch that sits next to me tried to try me. Anyway,
You weren't invited. I sent for you.
oh, sidebar. Rest in peace to Diane Carroll.
We were watching. I've been rewatching Dynasty clips ever since.
Because honestly,
the
recognize
one that everyone shares is the one when it's not when she first shows up. It's the same episode or two, I think, where she meets one of the main bitches of that show, and that's one of the shadiest fucking conversations. If the caviar's too bad for your taste, then don't drink it. No, I'm sorry. If the champagne is too bad for your taste, don't drink it. The caviar chest is not burned. I wouldn't know. This is Osachova, and I prefer Petrosian Beluga. AKA, you can put your alcohol in Cantuna away, sis. I see you. One of the most iconic, shady, just amazing. Anyway, what are you ranting about
you
today?
ain't gotta watch Dynasty to have an attitude.
Oh my God, I forgot that was
How dare you forget that, first off?
I sure did.
Okay, so I mentioned at the top of the episode that we were going to briefly talk about Tatiana Jefferson, rather. I think I said Johnson earlier. I meant to say Jefferson.
Okay.
one, rest in peace. Two, that bitch of a cop that killed her needs to be put underground somewhere. Because I watched the video against my better judgment, because I've been trying to avoid watching this, this murder porn that Facebook and all these other white ass companies try to push on us. Because when it's us getting killed, there's no disclaimer or anything. But anytime somebody of the protected complexion is killed on screen, is a warning. This video contains graphic subject matter. Viewer discretion is advised. And then it's some nonsense. Like, y'all get the benefit of the actually being human in the media, and we get treated like cattle.
Right.
But the video I ended up watching, and I'm not going to go into too much detail because, again, nobody needs murder porn. But it's literally put your hands on the ground, bang bang. Or I'm sorry, it's put your hands up, bang.
Jesus.
And somebody posted this, and I saw it coming a whole ass light year away. And true to form, true to the formula, they went through trying to discredit her as much as possible. Y'all are trying to convict a dead woman of something that is fully legal in Texas. That she had a gun or something, and that's why the cop shot her. One, the cop never announced that he was a cop. Two, it's fucking Texas. Half the damn babies have guns, much less anybody the fuck else.
Right.
So whether or not she had a gun and exercising her Second Amendment right that you NRA bitches like to only defend for white people is irrelevant. The fact is that and the gag is that what her neighbor that called service called the non-emergency number, saying, "Hey, doors open. Can somebody come check on this?" Which I'm okay. Actually, calling like 911 is don't. But they intentionally were like, this isn't a big issue. You don't need to send a SWAT team or a murderous cop with a lopsided ass face in. Just, hey, can this be checked on real quick? Apparently, like, her door was open because it was warm and they wanted some airflow and didn't want to pay ComEd's bitch ass any extra money for AC, which I completely understand.
Right.
But this is becoming a case of, I am so glad I live in an apartment, not a house.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's going to make it harder for somebody to do what happened to a Tatiana to me. Because you're not going to be able to creep around my house and look around. Bitch, I live on the 3rd floor. Unless you Superman and trying to peek in the windows, it's not going to happen.
Right.
But like trying to demonize her holding. Hang on, let me see, because I've got the article from the New York Post coming up. Allegedly picked up her gun before she was killed because she heard a noise outside. Any gun-owning person that hears a noise outside, it goes out and probably will go and get their gun to make sure that they can protect themselves. I'm not the biggest fan of guns, but that's one of those things where I fully understand. You hear some bitch creeping outside your window, you're gonna strap the fuck up.
Right.
I am like, this isn't even a full rant.
I'm tired, y'all.
I'm getting tired, and at this point...
Well, let me just say, we've been tired, we're just here.
Yeah. The sad thing is that this happens so goddamn often that I'm not even that furious about it anymore.
Yep.
I'm just tired.
Yep.
Because nothing keeps changing, and all these people are spouting all this, let's give compassion and kindness.
Let's hug
and
the murderers
and
of our brothers
possibly
and
they might treat us like actual human beings instead of cattle.
I don't know who the fuck you think I am. But that person, I will not be.
I don't know who you think I am, but I'm not her.
Right.
Like...
I'm not the one,
I'm
the two, the three,
or the four. Like, you know what kind of energy I'm having at this point? If some Ofe bitch tries to stand... Have you seen that video of the white guy trying to call the cops on some dude in his apartment, and the white guy's partway in his apartment?
I know the video you're talking about. I thought of a different one.
So
I thought you were gonna go a different direction, but go on, finish this one. So people don't know.
So this guy is trying to call the cops and say that this black guy's doing something wrong in his own apartment, and the person who actually lives there is like, "Can you get out of my doorway? Can you get out of my doorway? You're committing a home invasion."
Yeah,
And he steps further in. Can you get out of my doorway? You know, you're not supposed to be here. You know, you got this on video. This is a whole home invasion. Can you get out of my doorway? Can you get out of my doorway? And he's like, the guy pulled up his shorts, and I'm like, up. I see a black man with no shirt, pulled his shorts up, wearing Timbs. You're about to get fucked up.
Right,
and true to form, can you get out of my doorway? Can you get out of my doorway? Can you get out of my doorway? Boom! And pushes him out of the door, slams the door shut, walks off.
I'm like, yes, hello.
Like, I am here for every ounce of that energy because I'm getting sick and tired of a target on my back for being better at tanning. And I'm done.
So I thought you were gonna go a different direction with that. Mm-hmm. And I was thinking of that video of, what is her name? I can't forget mother's name from Cosby Show, the wife.
Felicia Rashad.
Thank you. The one where where they bring the daughter back from running away and going to wherever the fuck. Where she was just like, "You have brought us through this, through that, and now that we know that you're okay, rage." That's what makes me think of you. Mm-hmm. But K is also an Aries, so it's pretty much.
It's not my fault.
But I was also thinking of the one where the dude was stepping up on the guy on the stairs. On the guy.
Listen, motherfucker. Who?
He looked.
Go down the stairs. Go down the stairs. Listen, motherfucker. Looks around. Sparta kicks this bitch off the stairs.
Off the stairs. I was dying. That was hilarious.
He told him to go down the stairs.
Right.
He told him.
He said to go.
You were warned. And then, just like y'all are wont to do, I'm sure he was crying and screaming and howling at the bottom of the stairs like somebody killed him.
Mm-hmm. Anyway.
Like, you can get Buck and watch what the fuck happens.
No, if you Buck. Okay, anyway.
Vesta dwelling, what would you like to rant about? Get it off the spirit.
Companies that don't feed their employees. Food service companies that don't feed their employees. I currently work at a place that sells mediocre food for overcharged prices for people that don't really do anything but day drink and watch sports. So, cool, great. Most decent places would give their employees a meal on the clock and half off any other fucking time, right? Mm-hmm. No. The place I currently work at, you get no free meals ever, period. And you get free food up to $6. Half off up to $6. If you get any more than $6, it's only, if you get something more than $12,
you get $3 off, basically. I'm sorry, wait, what?
I lost my train of thought. It's free up to $6, or half off up to $6. So like, if you get something that's like $14, you're getting 6 off, not 7. You get something that's $20, $6 off. That's literally how it goes. And I think it's one of the dumbest things in the world. That gigantic multi-million-dollar, maybe not multi-million-dollar, companies that own these like huge franchises that will sooner throw away, they will literally, if a mess up happens, like if the food's made wrong, this, that, and the other, we can't touch it. It's supposed to be thrown away, literally. Like, we can't touch it. So you mean to tell me, as much money as y'all spend on wasted food, you don't want to allocate some of that to your work, like a shift, like especially for a long shift where we work up to, it's a lot of restaurants are to volume, so we work 9, 10, 11, 12 hour, 13 hour, 14 hour shifts sometimes. And you mean to tell me we can't have a free lunch off that? The only time we get a free lunch is if we're training somebody. And if you're a trainer.
Ew.
That's
like I can understand like it for the food that's like made wrong or something. I can kind of understand tossing it after it's been sitting under a heat lamp for 2 hours or something.
No, upon coming back, it's thrown away. If you touch it, you get in trouble. Like, that's the level of... And I mean, are you fucking kidding me? It's gonna... Why would you throw it away rather than just let your employees have it?
I promise you, if I had a franchise in one of those, that's what I would do.
Right. And there was also... that gives a little too much details to what place I'm talking about. There's another thing I'll tell you about in a minute. But I worked at a fast food joint in California. We got a free meal every shift. If it was a long one, you got 2. And half off anytime you came back into any other one you worked at. You give them fucking 3-4 digit number and you get your free food. So you mean to tell me that a fast food joint that has nowhere near the money that you have, I've already looked, so don't at me. I've looked and checked the numbers. They can feed their employees, but the place that can just afford to throw food away and spend $1 million on shit and renovations that their stores don't need because they're outdated and garbage anyway. Y'all ain't gonna feed your employees? Bet.
I promise you, companies that take care of their employees flourish. Why do you think Costco's doing so?
Right, you wonder why people, a lot of these places, you wonder why your turnover is so damn bad. Because you pay shit and you don't feed them shit.
Yeah, but like you know about Costco, right?
Oh, I know.
Like they start their cart wranglers. I think I forget if it's $11 or $13 an hour.
Cart wranglers, 13, y'all. Like, come on now.
And everybody has has access to benefits and stuff. Everybody gets discounts and stuff.
Right.
I think they get like a free household membership, so you and everyone you live with can go shop at Costco.
Free fucking Costco
like,
membership.
My job, I'm not going to get too into specifics, but like we still have to pay for stuff if we want to get stuff, but we buy it at cost.
Right. Mm-hmm. I remember you telling me that,
which makes sense.
Yeah. Which is a huge difference in the end anyway, to an extent, depending. I think. Yeah.
Like some things we sell so low that we end up, like the employees end up basically paying the same price a customer would, but that's because there's not that big of a markup.
Yeah.
But there are certain things where it's like, you know, we sell it for this much, but an employee buys it at cost for way less.
Right. But no, not the food service, not these restaurants.
Food service is made of fuck.
Now, as most of y'all, a lot of y'all probably know, I'm currently looking for other employment. I will openly say that.
Fuck that place.
Because fuck that place. Most of the managers have left and most of the other cashiers have left.
Sounds like my old apartment complex.
Right. I guarantee you this place that's higher up, it's classier, it's got better food. Watch them give you a free fucking meal. Watch you get half off.
I've got a second rant, but
I guarantee you they will. Anyway, that's all I got to say about that, is that just pointing that out, how hypocritical that is. Also, our CEO looks like a serial killer. I'll show you a picture. Anyway, I'm done.
Okay. Sorry, I had a second one that I forgot about because our mental health section actually reminded me. Apartment complexes.
Uh-oh. I already know where this is going.
So, upon moving out from my previous apartment had an in-unit washer and dryer. Okay? My dryer rather, the heating thing stopped functioning about September 3rd or 4th. I put in a maintenance request the same day that I put in for rent on the 5th because that was our cutoff day and that was also a payday, so I was actually able to do it that way. To date, like the day that I moved out and cleaned all of my stuff out of that apartment, the dryer was still non-functional 5.5 weeks later. Apparently I'm not the only one. Also...
Okay, see, yeah, when you told me this part, I was gagged. Like, I was hot.
Oh, it gets worse. My ceiling in that old apartment was leaking. And had been leaking since before my ex and I even got engaged.
Where was that?
You don't remember those spots on the ceiling I showed you?
Right, just kidding. I do know what you're talking about. Go on.
That ceiling had been leaky for 2 years. Nothing had been done. Damn. The parking lot had been... There were some 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom ass potholes.
Yo, listen, the entirety of Chicago can't beat the level of potholes that were in this.
I had a
apartment
friend
complex.
over who accidentally like skimmed one of those potholes and bottomed out. That's how big one of these potholes were.
Ooh,
It
Jesus.
took them 2 winters to fix it.
That's
They had when they had somebody come out to check on my ceiling and why it was leaking the way it was. Some 20-something, some young ass 20-something came in fucking slides to have a look at the ceiling and be like, "Yep, it's leaking. We'll call a roofer." Okay, that's great. Why are you showing up to work in fucking slides?
I won't knock that.
I am going to knock the fuck out of that. Do you know why? What if he showed up to an emergency maintenance request that involved him actually doing some work instead of looking up at the ceiling?
Right.
Like, when
okay,
you're on duty,
yeah.
bitch, dress the fucking part.
get that.
Like, I
I'll
could
get that.
understand coming in like a t-shirt and jeans and actual shoes. That's, standard work attire.
Right.
Especially for something where you might have to, like, manhandle a toilet or fix a faucet or replace a dryer that you bitches never fucking did. I could but showing up in slides? Like,
Hello?
you're not coming over to roll a blunt with me, bitch. Act like you're on the fucking clock.
Right.
And then, like, I go up there, and I already have to deal with this clearly racist bitch that works at the front office. Yeah, I'm talking about you, Gail.
Oh, the name.
You big fat
The
white
name-
nasty
the name has been
smelling
called
fat
out.
bitch.
Yeah, Gail. I was paying attention to all of those sidelong glances and sneers and stuff in my general direction anytime I walked in to say that you weren't doing your job, you raggedy bitch. Like, how the fuck dare you have a job like this and not actually perform it?
Big fat white
I'm just, I don't get it. Like,
don't either.
I don't get it. I do not get it. Like, the other person that I talked to, and I'll leave her name out of this because I don't want her to get dragged through the mud, because she is fucking trying with a skeleton crew with all of 2 maintenance people and everything. Why is it that I had to go up to that apartment office and damn near throw a tantrum to find out that half their maintenance squad decided to leave when they changed ownership hands? That's fine that happened. Just fucking tell me.
Right.
Tell me that you are short-staffed for something, and it may be
shows that they don't care.
exactly. That's the thing. If they told me that they were short-staffed and it may be an extended period of time
Like,
before I
hey,
got a
you'll
new
be waiting
dryer,
a minute. We're working on getting some people to cover you.
and
Cool.
had I known that from the beginning, had I gotten a call, had I gotten a voicemail, had I gotten an email, had I gotten something in that bullshit ass resident portal system that they came up with that is trying to be the next Facebook without the racism, except they got that Gail's bitch ass involved with it too, so there's going to be racism anyway. Like, I sent multiple messages through there. I sent a bunch of maintenance requests about my damn dryer. Sent a maintenance request about my, I actually put the maintenance request in for my ceiling in person, and I flat out said when I put it, I'm like, yeah, I'm putting this in person just to make sure that my maintenance request doesn't get ignored or anything. Because clearly you all aren't doing your jobs and I'm getting tired of it. I do not care that I'm getting ready to move out in a few days. According to the lease, you as the leaseholder are responsible for the maintenance of that apartment until 11:59 p.m. on the day that my fucking lease expires. Why the fuck is my ceiling not working right? Why is my dryer non-existent? Why is my garbage disposal still making all this sorts of noise? Why are there cracks developing in the ceiling? I told you this shit every time.
Why does the dishwasher act like the way it does? That dishwasher was
That dishwasher was trying to be Jennifer goddamn Hudson every time we tried to run that bitch and scream all the way loud enough that I could hear it outside across the parking lot in my car.
No.
And none of it got
No,
done.
you couldn't.
That
Are you serious?
noise anytime that dishwasher got run, if I was paying attention and it was quiet in the neighborhood, I could hear it when it was running.
Jesus.
And nothing was ever done.
Yeah.
Not a single thing was ever done.
I guarantee
And
you it's set to be remodeled now. I guarantee you.
Oh no, I know my apartment is planned on being remodeled.
I guarantee you
And-
they waited till you were gone to do that.
And the thing is, that's fine that they're planning on remodeling it. I am still here. You are still responsible for the maintenance of this place until my lease is 100% over.
Right.
Why is this complicated? Why is communicating with your tenants complicated when you created this whole ass social network to try to communicate with your tenants and then don't fucking use it? My new place, on the other hand, my roommate and I put in a maintenance request.
Have y'all seen the Grand California? You haven't. I'll show you pictures. This place looks like, while discounted, the Grand California Hotel at Disneyland. Mm-hmm. Like, not gonna lie.
No, bitch, show me after. Show me after.
But yeah,
As you get ready to show me now, anyway.
Girl,
Bitch.
there is no later.
Oh, here's the thing. While you're looking this up, let me just say that my new apartment complex, my roommate and I put in a maintenance request because the kitchen faucet wasn't turning on or anything.
It's very much got that aesthetic.
the kitchen faucet wasn't turning on. We put in that maintenance request at about 1:15 that afternoon. When we got home after work at about 5:50, the faucet was working. It's almost as if they actually pay attention to maintenance requests or something. And like I said, the other people up there, I'm not going to name because I'm not going to throw you all under the bus. One of you that I was talking to flat out said that this is bullshit. Like, to my face, said that this is bullshit and this is not acceptable. You know, they said that they've been working with, managing apartment stuff for more than a decade, and that this is one of the worst things that they'd ever seen. You got these people paying, $12, $13, $14, $1,500 a month for this shit? Get fucked, choke on a chainsaw, fall off a bridge. I'm done.
On brighter news, this is the kind of aesthetic your apartment complex gets me. Like I said, discounted.
I feel like that's a dash of shade, but not full shade.
Yeah, it's not shade. It's not meant to be, but you get what I mean. Mm-hmm. It's very much got this. Hello, welcome.
Mm-hmm. But I think we're gonna call it a day because it's been almost 2 hours.
Whose fault is that?
I'm sorry. These bitches at my last apartment complex tried me. You should have heard me talking on the phone with my
Outro
ex
time.
about this, because I was full on hollering in the car.
Hey,
I'm doing the outro, bitch. Like, don't rush me. Bitch. Anyway, so that wraps up yet another episode of the Baldwin Kids. Ooh. Let me try that again.
You pulled a me.
Sounds like I'm going through puberty. Care for ya. I must have rehearsed my life 1,000 times before we get copywritten.
Go on.
Bitch, I need to... Anyway, that wraps up another episode of the Baldwin Kids. If you've got any questions, comments, great ideas, or just want to say hi, shoot us a like and a DM on our Facebook and Instagram pages. Bitch! You can also get a hold of me on the Twitter or catch some hands on PSN. I'm available on both as the Iron Magnus, that is THEIRONMAGENUS.
I'm on Instagram, Vesta with 2 underscores. I try to post on there sometimes, but a lot of it is just really weird aesthetic and vaporwavy.
I mean, that's kind of your aesthetic,
So, fucking, Love Notes. Love Notes and Who Are You Now? The EP are on Spotify. I'm working on another one. Ooh. I will tell you there's absolutely nothing except it exists.
I've heard some...
Spoilers.
Huh?
Spoilers.
I'm sorry, what?
Yeah, okay. So yeah, it's coming out.
I've heard some samples,
at some
y'all.
point.
It is.
A while.
It's just got me like...
Yeah.
But it, like, in slow motion. But yeah, Love Notes is available on Spotify,
And Beyonce's premium dispensary
of music and melanin called Tidal.
Yeah, because her staffer has nothing to do with that. Anyway,
I'm sorry. Who?
the stomping really gets me in that. Yeah.
We are independent black creatives, and we will see y'all next time. Drink some water, take your meds, and do better.